Da, 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 da. Fernandinho. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. How is everyone doing today? I missed Fern already. I was just thinking about him before I went live and I already missed him. Do you know what? I stayed there thinking yesterday. I was there thinking, we've lost Ferner. And I was thinking how long ago it feels that Vincent Kompany played for the team. Like Vinny Kompany, man. It feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? And I was thinking, just Vinny on the pitch, I just missed it. I got very sentimental and I missed Zabba and I missed Sergio, and I missed Joe Hart and I missed, all Yaya Toure, all these legends, and it's David Silva. It's just, I miss him. I don't like getting old, There's an element of like, you pay so much attention to football that you start to your own life runs adjacent to it, doesn't it, and parallel to it. So you kind of realize a little bit, like when the season comes around and players move on, another year of your life's just moved on as well, and it's quite dramatic really in a way. So there's a nice little thought for you. We're all getting old and that's shite. So anyway, hello. Time to make more legends, says Brandon. It's good to see all you people here. Sorry there's been no videos for a couple of days. I've been under the weather, I'm not gonna lie. I did it. I went hard at the weekend. See that there, by the way. Latest addition to the shelf there. That is when I was doing some stuff with City. I got like the little presenter cards, the Champions presenter cards. Like yes, like a little card that they hold to read. I was like, I'm keeping that forever. The Champions presenter card there. But yeah, essentially, we're getting old and I miss them. And I've been a bit tired. I've had a sore throat and all that kind of stuff and felt under the weather. And I've still got a bad sore throat now, actually. So I've not been great, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm back today anyway. I'm here and chatting away to you guys. It's been a wonderful week, and I definitely milked the shit out of it, and I feel zero guilt. So thank you to everyone. So do me a massive favor if you don't mind. Please do hit the like button on this video. Do please hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And I also would like to say as well, shout out the sponsor of this video, the wonderful people over at Football Prizes. I posted this on Twitter earlier. If you don't know Football Prizes, you do pay to enter the competition, but loads of people who followed my channel have won so far. I get DMs all the time saying, Stephen, thanks for sharing that. I won it. If you want to win a full Phil Foden signed shirt, another City memorabilia, including Sterling and all that kind of stuff, you can enter right now. And there's only about 60 places left, something like that. It's a few quid, but a few quid you can get one of the most awesome pieces of memorabilia you ever get. So click the link in the description, enter that Football Prizes. It's all legit. We've got TripAdvisor reviews. I speak to the guy who runs it really often. It's all legit, don't worry. And I know City fans who've actually won stuff. I've entered a couple of competitions myself because I wanted to win some things, which I was allowed to. I asked him. Didn't win, of course. But either way, it's a good opportunity. Go for it. Football Prizes if you want to win a signed Phil Foden shirt. My mate Phil Foden, of course, just hanging about with him on the pitch and all that kind of stuff. Go for it. It's a wonderful, wonderful competition, and good luck to all those who enter. So today, I want to talk about quite a few little bits of news that have been around constantly. I've had Cucurella do you remember that song? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? You're probably too young some years, but it's a Basement Jack song. Don't let the walls cave in. I've had Cucurella. I've had that in my head for ages. I'm not good at songs. Don't take the piss. You know what I mean? You can if you want to, but I'm not. I've had that in my head all day because I've been thinking about Cucurella, and I think City are going to sign him. There are some rumours going around on the forums, with the in the nose and so on. I heard the odd thing as well myself, if I'm being honest, that Brighton are looking for a fullback and all that kind of stuff. And apparently this is very, very close, man. It's close. I do think he's going to be a City player. I think all the things that he's been saying in the press about if you get a chance like this, it's almost certainly going to happen. You have to take it. And he's right. If you get a chance like that, you have to take it. And he obviously said it's flattering to be, linked to a club like Manchester City. I know someone who works within the game. Doesn't work at City. It's just someone who works in football in general. Hears stuff every now and then because they're linked to agents and so on. And they told me that about a week ago that Brighton had already started looking for a new left back. So, Brighton had already started looking for a new left back. It says it all really personally. And I think Cucurella stuff, I think we'll get a decent fee for him. A lot of people are talking about his background a lot. There was some rumours allegedly of racism at one point. Look, I can't comment on that. I don't know. He wasn't found guilty, right? Is that right? I don't know. It's one word against another. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that someone said he said this, and someone said he didn't say that. And I don't think he was found guilty. And like, I can't sit here. I don't know that information. I can't sit here and make someone guilty or not guilty. Like, that's not for me to do. I don't know. That's not what I can do. What I do know about Cucurella is that Manchester City clearly do want him. He's got that. I actually remember seeing Cucurella rinse. I'm pretty certain he rinsed our under-19s in the UEFA Youth League a few years back. He was absolutely wonderful. The Dean Machine with the super chat saying, optimistic. Cucurella, Phillips, and Mount. Mason Mount, mate, you got no chance there, pal. I mean, he's a very good player. I don't think he's going to come to Man City, though, Dean Machine. I love you too, Dean Machine. But Cucurella and Phillips, I think you got a chance there, mate. But not Mount. Probably not. Very good player, though. Very good player, and I'm sure you do very well in Manchester City. But thank you so much for your chat. But back to Cucurella, man. Like, it seems like it seems like this is something that could really work. I mean, as I was saying a minute ago, I saw him for the under-19s for Barcelona, rinse our under-19s, and obviously he's come to Brighton. He's done wonderful. He's done absolutely wonderful. Brighton. He won their Player of the Year, I reckon. I saw that he's created the same amount of chances, or around the same amount of chances, as the likes of Cancelo and Andy Robertson from left back. He's very creative getting forward. Great at getting forward. Also, his tackles are up there with the very best in the top 2 or 3 as well. So essentially, he's the complete fullback. Intelligent, aggressive, gets forward, great technically, and obviously mad hair as well. So he's just a very good fullback who I think could probably go into another level. The idea of having someone like a Robertson at left back from Man City as well, that would be really good. I know, like, we don't want to admit it, but Robertson's world class, you know. He's great. And what we get for Cucurella if we do sign him, we get balance, you know. We get balance on both sides, a left footer and a left footer. People like Jack Grealish would absolutely benefit from Cucurella. You know, if he's going to play on the left, Jack Grealish, having an overlapping fullback just creates so much space for people. Like Zinny was doing it the other day as well. Zinny, well, against Aston Villa, man, he was taking people on, actually creating width when nobody's in the middle. I loved it. I absolutely loved to see it. But Cucurella could bring that. And like, he's only, you know, is like 23 or something like that. And as we Snooker just said, it feels like a lifetime since we had a natural left back. Of course, Mendy's just a shit show. We don't go near that. And we do need an actual proper left back, you know, guy. I mean, obviously Zinchenko these days is a left back. He is. He just is. That's what he is in Manchester City. And I think he's a very good player. On to Zinchenko. The rumours going around that Arsenal are considering a bid for him. Look, a player being linked to a bid does not mean a player will go. So the question mark, of course, next to his name this fun title because I want to discuss it. Do I think that he'll go? I don't think Zinchenko will go, actually, weirdly. I think he'll only go if he pushes for a move. I don't think City will make him... I don't think City will force him to move. I don't think we'll tell him to go. And also, I think Zinchenko is the kind of person you absolutely need around the dressing room. Do not underestimate just how connected he is with that squad and these fans and Pep Guardiola and what it means. And that attitude, man, he changed the game for us, man. He changed the game against Aston Villa. Like, some people have that kind of warrior spirit in them, and that's what Zinchenko's got. Like, he loves the club, as Aravind just said. He loves it. He fucking loves it. He fucking gets it. I would rather have him in the club than not at all. Because every year we put Zinchenko down, and every year, guess what happens? He gets 10, 15 games in the team and absolutely does something crucial for us. And he's just a fucking warrior, and I love him to bits, man. And of course, what he's been through, no one deserves to go through. But I couldn't operate if I thought my country was being blown to bits when I was in another country. Of course I couldn't. It's like, it's awful. So I'm sure Arteta is interested in the idea of signing Zinchenko. Does that mean Zinchenko will go? Probably not. He said the other day how much he loves being here and how much it means to him. Look, I reckon we keep him. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Cancelo challenging with Walker on the right. That would be the big one for me, wouldn't it? I love the idea of that. I love the idea of it. So, I find it fascinating. I find it genuinely fascinating, that the situation here with the fullbacks. But Zinchenko, for me, I think he'll stay. That's my guess. Cucurella, I think, is as close to a cert as you can probably get without being like, fully here we go stuff. But I think I think it's going to happen, man. I really do think it's going to happen. And I'm quite excited by it, actually. I think he fills an awful lot of gaps that we probably need in the squad. All of a sudden, the squad is a lot more balanced, a lot more prepared for any occasion and all that kind of stuff. On to Kalvin Phillips. There are lots of rumours. This seems to be Look, there was rumours that he had a release clause if he got relegated. Leeds didn't get relegated, of course. They stayed up to fight another day. Burnley on the way down. Got into Burnley in a minute, actually, with Kompany. Kalvin Phillips is an interesting one. I think, actually, it's a pretty good sign if you get him. I think he does kind of fit. The best thing about Kalvin Phillips is his profile for me. So we can't have someone like... I don't think we can get someone who's going to demand to start along instead of Rodri. Like, if you sign Declan Rice for 100 million or something like that, you can't. You have to play him. You have to play him. If you sign Kalvin Phillips, I don't think you have to play him straight away. I think what essentially you get is Kalvin Phillips right now much better than what Fernandinho is. Or is he let go? Yeah, I think he is. In terms of Fernandinho that left, I think he is actually. I think he's miles better than the Fernandinho just went. So bearing that in mind, I think it's a squad improvement. You know, Kalvin Phillips now is better than Fernandinho as of now too, by some way I reckon. And Phillips, people forget once again. We do this sometimes. We forget just how much Guardiola improves a midfielder, man. Like Guardiola, like if he wants a midfielder, let him have that midfielder. Because we forget the levels that they go up at Manchester City. Like look at Rodri now compared to Rodri that joined. He's just on another level. Not because Rodri wasn't good back then, because he's been trained by Guardiola and he's learned the way. This is the way, so to speak, Mandalorian style. But he absolutely, and I think Phillips would go up another level, playing alongside De Bruyne, Rodri, fucking alongside Diaz and Cancelo and Walker and Foden. He has the energy. He has the energy to get around the pitch. He's got a decent turn of pace. He's got a better passing range than we realised. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Leeds fell apart when he wasn't available. So even though he's probably not as good as Rodri right now, he would get plenty of game time. I don't think he'd be sat on the bench entirely City slacker, sorry. But I think he would, I think he'd get game time and I think he'd improve. And look, he's only one injury away or suspension away from being the first starter, for Man City. So it's a massive move for him. Super chat from Joel. Joel James, you legend, man. You absolute beautiful man, Joel. There's no comment attached to it, Joel. But what I will say, Joel James, is you're an absolute superstar. Thank you so much for the support. Really do appreciate that, pal. Few people asking about that Richard Arlison thing. It's a hoax, by the way. It didn't actually happen. That was someone photoshopped that. The funny thing, but it's actually a hoax. It's very funny though. Very funny. Joel, legend. Joel said, loved you representatives on the overlap. Keep smashing it. Joel, thank you so much, mate. Thank you. There you are. There's your comment. Cheers, guys. I was very tired, very hungover, very knackered on the overlap, but I just tried to be as reasonable and as calm as I possibly could. Cheers, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's good fun, the overlap. I like the new format, by the way, where I was sat on the sofa. It was good. I think all the fans getting a chance to go and sit up there and talk. I think it works really, really well. So I enjoyed that. Cheers, Joel. Kieran Caher saying, I would take Phillips. Bielsa has moulded him into the exact type of player we need. He would thrive off the players around him if he came. I absolutely agree. And I don't think we should underestimate the Bielsa factor. Look at the signings we made so far. If it comes off, Cucurella is literally La Masia trained, and Graham Potter, a manager that Guardiola absolutely admires, possession-based, energy-based, pressing, La Masia trained, so he gets it. If Kalvin Phillips comes off, he's literally been Bielsa trained, so he gets it because Guardiola loves Bielsa, and that style is very similar. Haaland, they press, they work really hard. They have a very kind of like, he has a similar sentiment in terms of technical football, high press, energy. Obviously, Man City aren't fully that, but Haaland would get it. And Alvarez, is it Marcelo Gallardo who coaches him? He's very much a Guardiola disciple as well. Yeah, they all get it. I don't think it's a coincidence that all these players have elements of their game that they currently play that would suit Manchester City. So, Kieran, I agree entirely. It's like Bielsa has been trying to make him into a Manchester City player. Bielsa can only get him so far because he's not a Man City, and Bielsa, as good as he is, he's not Guardiola either, but Guardiola can take him to another step. So, Kieran, I absolutely agree, mate. I do genuinely agree there. I think there's something in this. Michael Grasso saying, yes, fan view live. Yes, indeed, mate. Indeed. We'll get it soon. Probably tomorrow, mate. We'll do one tomorrow if you want. We'll have a chat tomorrow. It'll be good fun. It'll be wonderful, Michael. Absolutely, pal. I'd love to have a chat to you all. And another super chat, Luke Johnson saying, Cucurella makes Brighton unhappy. Pep has a big smile. Have I missed something there? Pep has a big smile. I don't know what you're on about there, mate. But, I mean, they love him at Brighton, but they would make him unhappy if they go. And exactly. Amazing. I would love it if he comes. I think he'd be a very good player for us, man. Absolutely. Is Sterling leaving? I don't know, man. Is Sterling leaving? So there's rumours going around on the forum. There's Sterling, of course, was not at the parade. I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why. Anything you hear, I hear exactly the same. I think the reason was family reasons, wasn't it? Something like that. I don't know. Either way, he wasn't there. And of course, given, there's some rumours going around from an in the know on the forum today. And it's only a forum. It's only a forum. And it's a guy, who, believe him or not, says Sterling's pushing for an exit. I don't know if that's true, man. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. But let's discuss that for a second. I would understand either way. By the way, people asking, is there a video of Haaland's first date? Yes, I have no idea. I don't work for City in that way, by the way. I don't do anything towards their videos of content, so I have no idea, man. I'm just involved with the City Live team on match days and stuff like that, but I have no idea about that stuff. So I'm honestly, when it comes to Haaland, behind the scenes stuff, no idea. But back to Sterling. If Sterling wants to go, I think that would be a massive mistake. I know people get frustrated by Sterling missing chances, but let me lay out the reasons why I think Sterling next season would be fantastic. You got to look at his record when we played with a striker. Phenomenal. Sterling scored like 30 goals a season, got a shit ton of assists, as one of the best attackers in the world with Aguero alongside him. That's a fact. That is literally a fact. To the point where people were talking about him being in the highest category as one of the best players in the world. That is literally something. People don't remember that because it was 2 years ago and plus. But that was true. So when Sterling was playing alongside a striker last at Manchester City, he was phenomenal. I don't think it's any coincidence that the assist he got the other day, a header at the back post, was very, very strikery. Like he changed the game. I want to see Sterling play with a centre forward to aim at. And why do I think that makes a difference? I'll explain why I think it makes a difference. I think Sterling isn't very good at finishing generally. And I think if you're not great at finishing generally, I think he's fine, but if you're not great at finishing generally, I think you're more likely to make mistakes when the pressure is on you to get the goals. I don't think it's any coincidence that he scored 30 goals in a season where we had Aguero to pick up the slack. It doesn't matter if you miss a chance if Aguero's there, because you know Aguero's going to get the next one and Aguero's going to score it. If there's no Aguero there, everyone expects the guy who scored 30 goals last season, Sterling, to pick up the slack. That's a responsibility that I don't think he ever signed up for. So I honestly believe mentally he got so down when he was missing chances that he started to stutter, and I genuinely think he suffered from it. And I think his game got affected. So I think he misses more chances, weirdly, when he gets more chances. When he plays as the guy that everything goes through. Put him back as the winger, put him back as the guy at the back post where he's using his movement to get the chances and tap-ins, and when he's not asked about missing a chance because he knows Haaland or Alvarez will pick up the slack, I don't think he cares anymore. I think he suddenly scores 30 goals a season. And also, I guess, once again, his profile, put him as a right winger, put him running at people. He's the only player we've got at the moment with that pace to beat people, and he just does. Literally, he's the only player we've got with that pace to do that. No one else can do that in our team currently. Okay, we might move on from him. We might replace it. But that's what I'm saying. I want the guy there to link up with Alvarez and Haaland simply because can't Foden did a bit, but Sterling's by far the best in the team. By far the best in the team. It's not even close in my opinion. So I think Sterling would come alive next season when he's got Haaland to link off with Alvarez. I just think it's true. I think that's how he'd play. And even though he misses sitters every now and then, I don't really think it's that big a deal. I think it's a bigger deal because we haven't got a striker. Whereas weirdly, I think with everyone else around, it wouldn't anywhere near be as much of a deal. I think occasionally we'd miss it, but I'd also think he'd cause terror and we'd score record-breaking numbers of goals. Please do hit the like button, by the way, if you are watching this video. 557 people and 106 likes. You call yourself a fan of the channel. Come on, do me a favour. Please do hit that subscribe button. Please do hit that like button. So this is my genuine view, and I absolutely believe that with a striker, he would excel. Thank you. The likes are going up. Really appreciate it. Love you all. So, I mean, he could go if he wants to. He might want to go. I don't know where he'd go. Maybe abroad or something like that. I don't know. Griffin misses Sane. We all miss Sane, mate. But he made his choice and he's moved on. I think he'd be a huge loss. Yeah, exactly. And he wouldn't be doing as much shooting. I mean, he wouldn't be taking anywhere near as many chances. He'd be the one getting to the back post with tap-ins. And he's setting it up for Haaland and stuff like that. It's just, you got to remember as well, as soon as we've got Haaland, If you got Haaland, he takes up space that no one else currently takes up. And when you create space, Sterling's got people to run past, man. He's got people to run past. And that, to me, is like, I feel like the space that De Bruyne and Haaland are going to get, because usually, it used to be we had a false 9 striker, Bernardo or Foden, a 5'7" guy there. Centre-backs weren't arsed. I tell you, when we got a 6'4" fucking android Viking there, built in a lab to score goals, he's taking 2 or 3 defenders because that's what he demands. So when you've got that there, absolutely, teams will mark him more. And that is why I think there'll be more space for people like Sterling and Foden to run at people and so on. Marc saying Alvarez is the most exciting signing for me. Of course, Alvarez bagged a double hat-trick the other day. A double hat-trick. Absolutely stupid. Alvarez is a stupid footballer. And do you know what? I'm excited for him too. A lot of people are. I can't wait for him. I did a TikTok on him, I think, about 2 months ago. I'm really excited for him, Marc. I think he's going to be fantastic. I really do believe that we've got ourselves a potential gem here. A guy who's a potential superstar. I think the world's sleeping on him a little bit. But, I don't know. Mario, we're not selling Zinny. There's an idea that clubs want to buy him. Look, there's 3 different stakes. Zinny might want to go, doesn't mean he will. City might want to sell him, doesn't mean he will. A club might want to buy him, doesn't mean they will get to. So you got to bear in mind, these are 3 ideas here. And the idea is Arsenal want to buy him. Does that mean it'll happen? No, but it doesn't mean Zinchenko wants to go or City want to sell him. So Zinchenko out could equal to any of those 3 scenarios, if that makes sense. So I think this is currently the idea is that Arsenal want to buy him. Doesn't mean they'd get him. Doesn't mean City would sell him. Doesn't mean Zinchenko wants to go. It's just something that I think is probably likely true, actually. I think it's likely true. I think Arsenal would be interested in him because I think Arteta would be. Jesus, I think, will probably definitely go. I just get those vibes, man. Reece James, yes or no? Of course I'd love Reece James to see, but that's not going to happen, is it? We ain't signing Reece James. They'd want about 80 million. And we are not going to do that, There's no chance. Chelsea, they're getting the new owners in. It's just, it's not going to happen. Brighton, sad to see. Bye-bye to Cucurella. I sorry. Okay, Luke. Luke with the super chat. Brighton, sad to see. Bye-bye to Cucurella. I sorry. What are you sorry for, man? I don't understand. I don't fully understand. But big love for the super chat once again. It would be a massive shame for them, wouldn't it, Luke? Absolutely. Mane to Bayern. Sadio Mane would be an absolute loss for them, wouldn't it? Of a huge proportions. It'd be a massive loss for them. So I've talked about Sterling, I've talked about Jesus, talked about Zinchenko, talked about Phillips, talked about Cucurella. It's going to be fascinating to see how it goes down, man. Stephen heard somebody say he's personally keeping an eye on Gavi's situation based on suspicion. Unlikely but interesting. Nah, that's not going to happen. I don't see that personally. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see it. Mario saying the thing that is I'd love Jesus to stay, but Jesus stays, and what's the point of Alvarez? Alvarez is actually the Argentine Jesus. I'm serious on and off the ball. I don't think he stays. I mean, he wants to go. I think largely Jesus realizes that Haaland and Alvarez coming in means he gets less chances. I would love him to stay. Talk him into it if we can, but it's not going to happen personally. I don't see it. I just don't see it as a logical scenario, given everything that's going on. He's going to move on. I think he wants to change things a little bit. I just noticed a photo of Ruben Diaz and Foden at the Grand Prix together. Go on, Rubes. Go on, Foden. Having a good time out there. Phil and Rubes, man. Enjoying themselves. It's nice. Look at them. Happy. They're very happy. That's great. Foden, of course, living his best life. I had a lovely little chat the other day with Phil. Phil's great. So is Griffin spotted himself in the parade vlog. Nice, man. Did you all enjoy the parade vlog, by the way? I fucking loved editing that. It was great fun. It was great. I absolutely loved it. Random thought, but how did Sterling finish 12th in the Ballon d'Or in 2019? Is that a negative way or positive way? Because he was one of the best players in the world that year. People are forgetting, Sterling was amazing. He was amazing back then. He should have probably even been higher. He was his stats were ridiculous. He was tracking Ronaldo and Messi stats-wise at one point, So people forget how good Sterling was at one point, in a good way. I think he maybe should have been a bit higher, potentially. Bernardo's engaged as well. Congratulations to him. Very much so. He looks very happy. Very lovely man. And a very lovely missus. Well done, man. Marc Harris says, parade video was incredible, mate. Yeah, I loved it. It was absolutely wonderful. Look, standing that close to greatness so many times. Wonderful stuff. And they're all lovely as well, which is the best thing about it. Cucurella, is that good? Yeah, I think he's that good, and I think he's got massive potential, Cucurella, like genuinely. I think we'd see the best of him being brought in Manchester City. I think he'd become a very good player. And what do I think of our development players? Yeah, I think they're great. Palmer, I think, is part of the first team now, by the way. I think absolutely. Romeo Lavia, maybe. Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, maybe a loan next season. Delap might get a loan. McAtee, maybe. Might be around the first team. I think there's going to be some loans of some of these players. Not because they're bad, but I think maybe because they need it. So we'll have to see. I think they'll stay around for pre-season, which I think is sensible. And let's see how they goes. We'll see. Nicholas, please stop spamming that same comp mate, about Gnabry. We saw it. Yeah, Gnabry's a very good player. Maybe something we'll go for. I don't know. Edozi's great as well, man. Edozi's great. We'll have to see what happens with Edozi. Like, look, the one thing we know is that no academy player is going to replace Sterling. Like, they will not just be like, oh, it's okay, we've got Palmer or Edozi. Like, if Sterling goes, they will sign someone. That's not how it goes. Like, they will not just trust an academy player. They might think, oh, they'll be good as a backup for whichever player that we bring in as an alternative. But we all know by now, Man City aren't just going to go, no, it's all right that Jesus and thingy goes. We've got Palmer and Edozi. That's not how Guardiola works, and we all know that. And Kunku, maybe he's the one, you know. Maybe, imagine we did get Ronaldo and Haaland came in. Oh, man, I'm glad we didn't get Ronaldo. I don't want him at the club. Never have done. I don't like him. Yeah, and Kunku seems brilliant. Rafael Leao's been linked to Corfu a lot as well. We'll see, man. We'll see. He seems really good, Rafael Leao, a guy that we were linked to a few years back, and we'll have to see how it goes. But guys, just a very quick video, a half-an-hour chat, because I'm off to my friends to watch the Champions League final. But I want to chat to you all. I would say quickly once again, I'm going to jump over here. Please do and go and enter this competition if you want. Do you want a Phil Foden signed shirt? That's pretty special, isn't it? It's pretty special. That'd be wonderful. Click the link in the description below and enter all that and stuff. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for another video. You're all lovely. Up the Madrid. Come on, Madrid. Ruin it for the Scousers. I cannot be asked for that. They're going to win, aren't they, Liverpool? It's going to be... But I don't want to watch them win, but we'll see. You're all wonderful. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you make of these rumours. Big love. Come on, the Blues. Champions. It felt good. Still feels good.